Music's too loud. Let me just lower it a little bit then. We're dead. Okay, let us wait for something. Let's see. Do you have a track record where you look back 90%? That's just like a absurd high number just based on this week's number. I'll change it once we get a loss, but I think my win rate is more like 70%. Like if you're talking about the course of a few months. But if you look at the past 8 streams, they're all winners. It's all recorded. Okay. Good morning, everyone. This breaker's still holding it down. So if we just look at like swing high to swing low here, or the other way actually, if we're looking at the bearish breaker from the candle that made the breaker, selling an OC entry on this low time frame short, it would be likely 028 to 032, and then your stop is 040. This is a bearish breaker because we just failed to bring. We had a high, we established a low, we made a higher high, and then this candle closed below it. And so far, this is just holding it down. This could be seen as an order block or a bearish breaker. It's very similar. Some people like to use the last down close candle. I just like to estimate it, and this is how I'll do it. It's a combination of like, I could see it coming above this, but the moment it comes above the close of it, or the open of the start of the down close, that's where I get wary of the breaker failing. So scalping like short at premium, long at discount. So if it comes back up, like this is, if you're looking at like just scalping opportunities, just keep on reusing it. You can just keep on shorting around like 0.28 and above, where near the top of the breaker is. The moment it closes above it, you just kill the trade. I'm gonna wait for more of a liquidity sweep first. This occurred in the macro time though, from 9:50 to like start at 10 here, so that has a time element in here. So like shorting every time, if you do the projections, I'll even do the manipulation leg just so we can demonstrate if we continue downwards, this is where we're going to be projected, which is the -1 standard deviation, and I'll be looking probably all the way down to -2.5 where it feels inefficiency. It's coming back to premium again. Back to premium, coming back below, 10 points lower again. Pretty decent scalper opportunities. If we look at this bearish breaker here, how I drew it out. Every wick inside here has been a strong rejection. Damn, this is a pretty good setup, but it's turned out to be a pretty good setup. I just didn't execute on it. I'm anticipating that this rejection here will keep on working as long as we don't close above it, and the stop will be the high, which is a very tight stop for many 20-point rejections. Back inside the breaker again. Wow, this is starting to. I'm probably just gonna be aware of this wick here. This is the wick that attempted for a break, and we've been just going back and forth above it. That's interesting. Really close above it. Close on it now. Okay, there we go. Equals on the yes. Are you looking at like the immediate internals? I was just charting on. With how the market is being a little bullish this week, I could just see that happening. And I'll probably look for, this is like more like a high time frame thing, and I'm looking for the low time reversal. So this would be just like a retracement. It could even be steep. Close above it again. Huh. We're on it, I mean. I don't understand why my Nasdaq chart on TradingView is like 5 minutes late. Make sure you look at the TradingView time and then refresh your video and then fast forward to catch up to a faster time Just put fast forward on like 1.5 times speed, and it'll catch up to me. 5 minutes late is too strong a delay. Okay, we can actually go for a short now, or wherever it like kind of leads us to. Let's bro the lowers the liquidity run here. Still in the breaker, still respecting the breaker. The same thing applies here. Like this is good short areas just above the in the premiums, and then the way that it moves above, if we close above like 33, 34, 034, that's likely where you want to get out. So you can manage tight risk. This is a good short opportunity here. Back in the premium once again. And then we also broke the overseas liquidity run very nicely on ES. And now, instead of this, I'm actually looking for something like this now. Which is what I hope we're actually rejecting here. Get some shorts in. Whatever my bias is, short at premium, long at discount. That's the number one rule. Looking at this order block here, the mean threshold is at 31 also. So lots of things, if we close above 33, there's a lot of things that it means. Looking for this to reject here. It's a reuse setup, but I'm playing with the bias, and this is looking for more downside here. Same thing here, see wick, if we close above 30, everything's violated, and I can just see it take out the high pretty easily. So shorting at the premium, watching if it closes above 33 because it'll violate this order block here and this breaker. But so far looking so good. And we'll probably go for these ES lows as our main target. Still rejecting this order block. Need to see it come down lower now. ES wants to come higher, and Q's kind of lag behind. Let me see chat. Can you make the whole 6,000 one day? Are you looking at the Top Step? Because Top Step has a 50% consistency rule. So you have to do it in 2 days. If you're looking at the maximum, you gotta be 3,000, 3,000. The moment we close about 33, I'm not gonna look at shorts anymore. I'm gonna let the buys play, which is probably gonna be this high here, and also this weekly high. Oh, if you're using the free version of TradingView, I think it should say like in the top left somewhere that like the data you have is delayed. There's somewhere there it says like delayed. If that's so, then like yeah, you're on delayed data. Is that a lo-fi anime? Yeah, it is. It's some lo-fi anime that is on the playlist. Close above this, and then I'm gonna move this to the side. Probably gonna be looking for the 10:50 to 11 macro time for a manipulation run where we can see like either it runs to highs and reversal or just break the consolidation run. Still under this order block here, so it's still resisting. But yeah, just like it really takes only like 4 more points for me to like to move my bias. There we go. Can move this side. It's like not fully, but like it's enough for me to do it. What would draw the standard deviation for it? Close at 33, which is essentially at the breaker what I'm looking at. But I was just assuming that we're just going to keep on pushing because after it consolidates so long, but this breaker's still valid for me. This is kind of similar to like a box setup in a way. We could think of this as the manipulation, and then we're just retapping inside of it. Leave that equal low. No, we're not leaving that equal low. As Nick does features, what's up? Leave that equal low. December's so weird when they leave such clear, just like exactly double bottom, double top. That's just interesting. I think it's the same kind of setup. Like you would just short 28 to 30. Then like if it goes above, that's where you do your stop. What's that moving? At premium again on the swing high, swing low. It's not a bad short, but because you have clear magnet target, but with the way NQ is moving, it's moving so aggressively, we're barely tapped the equilibrium on ES. When next cruise? Probably January. I think I'm done with that right now. It's time to grind. Time to grind. Time to grind. Let me check something. Boom, boom, boom. Cool. Okay. These ES, they're gonna get tapped. 3 equal lows. This is crazy. Ain't no way they wanna. Why just on the dot? Like I feel like other months, like they'll just leave it more spread out. So it'd be like one at 13.75, one at 13. It's like it'll be relative, but this is exactly just every time it's tap tap tap. Someone has a big ass limit that holds it back up. We're at the premium again here. probably looking for something like this. This is using as inverse again. A little bit lower. Still looking at this breaker. It's still in effect right now. This basically played out exactly how I thought, but I would think we would have ran this. So now I wanted to see it happen again. Might just jump in on ES here. Come up a little bit more. Like this would have played out if we just broke this. We would have easily probably run up to at least this order block here, or fill this gap down here. We get some close above now. Pushing back up. Move this side. Want to see it do the same thing. Let me fix my mic. There we go. Dun, dun, dun. We're approaching that macro time as well. Are you Asian, Brian? I'm Viet. Waiting. Just waiting. Approaching that macro time now. Is this a 9:30 breaker? What are you looking at? 9:30. As a bullish breaker, it's so large of a thing. Like I wouldn't even consider it like that. So many short scalp opportunities so far though. Just keep on like tapping back into a very high premium from this placement made. And the setup's still bearish, so with this breaker still respecting well. And the macro time is about to make things move a little bit here. Find a direction, find liquidity. Probably equal lows about it ran here. Hit the 0.618 perfectly too. Let me set up something real quick. Any plays you called market well? I really haven't done much yet. It's I think if I was playing eval or like a aggressive funded, I'll be shorting every time it comes back up to 28, 29, 30s, and then looking for a close above, a real strong close above for me to kill the trade. Which I gave the shorting opportunity and where I'm looking to short. Those equal lows are such magnets right now. How does this work? Oh, I gotta log in my broker. How do I don't think I ever traded demo before. How does this work? This is a demo account, right? Yeah. Hopefully I didn't connect anything already. How does this work anyways? Do I have something on the left side? Is there like a tab you can open? Or do I just have to keep this up somewhere? Pretty clear to see that. Holy crap. Is it the top? The red and blue on the graph. Oh, this thing? Is this how you buy? Oh. I see. So like, I gotta do that every time though? Is there just not like a button like join as, or can I make a limit real fast? This feels a little slow. How do I close it? Oh, so this is pretty cool. You can put TP. Oh, it shows in a chart. Yeah, huh? Pretty cool. I just never traded on trading before. How do I get rid of these arrows though? These arrows kind of annoying. Something like here. Place sound for executions. Okay. How fun. Maybe I'll do this for scalping. Like if I'm like just I don't want to because we're still looking for one setup, and like if there's like few scalping opportunities, I'm out just like scale. If you want, you can add the long position or short position to the chart and right click. But that takes a lot of time though. You gotta right click it, right? And then you gotta press trade, then press create new order. Is there no just like buy, sell or something? Uncheck executions. Oh, there it is. If you want the actual order tab, press the trade button next to the blue. If you want the trade button, where is it? Press the trade button next to the blue paper trading icon. Oh, right here? Oh. That's not bad. That's not bad. The DOM. How's the DOM here? Is this why people are so like they like trading on TradingView, even though this is a third-party integration using your broker? It's not very sustain, or if there's something that happens with it, it's not something that you want to really use. This is not bad though. I think today overall, I don't think I want to really trade that much. I think it's just more like demo maybe. It looks like it doesn't look like a clean day except like mini scalp opportunities, but it's a Friday too. If that's that one setup that we can get, okay. Look at that time macro too. 11 o'clock. We were watching for that. Ran right through. So that could be the manipulation run though. It's a very alternately go to the scale on the right and click the small symbol plus next to price. Plus. Why is this so complicated for me? Oh. Four, 7, 8, 9 equal lows. 4, 7, 8, 9. Oh, yeah, that's a good draw. We just want to see where it goes now first. I'll mark that with you. I'll just make this a sell side. Very good draw though. That's if we're gonna keep on continuously selling off. But we might be going for these weekly levels here. This might be just the liquidity run. Like we already took these internals down here. I'm just gonna mark this as a stop hunt. Let's look at 30-second chart then. Let's play around a little bit. Read this before you try to follow. Like even though you should even follow my trades like that. Like that's not financial advice already. So don't be mad if I'm just trading on demo for fun and you see it This is why I'm trying to show it my screen early on. I'm just trying to mess around with how this works, and we're just gonna try to test it on like scalping on the low time frame, like 30-second chart, 1 minute reversals that even might not give clean setups. Just gonna try it out. Looks like a demo day so far though. Doesn't look like appropriate good trading day yet. Bum 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 bum. With the way that we've been moving all day, it just keeps on going to premium discount, premium discount. So I wouldn't even be like, I could, let me check the 1 minute, or I can just see it come down right here, close, like try to wick under but not close above the 50% wick of this. So I'll mark this out, and then we're in this, we already took the stop line, so like it's a very interesting sell or buy right now. Should be a little higher, I think. But let's see how this works. Do I just press buy? Can I not do confirmation? That noise is pretty loud. Let me turn off the noise. Is it alarm clock noise? How about, no, I don't really want noise then. Let's try it. Boom. Boom. Wait, can I not do more? Oh, okay. It's just still letting me. This is kind of slow though. Is there not just like, I don't know. Do I have to click buy when I got press buy first and then press buy again? Is that like slow? Do you guys know how to like if I just press it once, it'll just do it? This feels like a little slow. How do I even make my stop? Oh. Reverse position. Oh, interesting. What is this? Like an 8-point stop? Oh, okay. And then TP. I can't do a stop and a TP at the same time. Or can I? I don't know. Let's see. 17:010. Boom. Okay, wait, can I just, that's weird. Why can't I just drag it on my own? This just feels so complicated. Maybe someone guys should show me the efficient way of trading on TradingViews. I know a lot of people try trading on TradingView. That's what they like to do, and I just definitely do not understand that. Look at that top left corner of the chart, like here. But like, you have to double tap it. Like, why can't I just double tap it and buy it? I gotta click this, and then I gotta click this. Oh, soup entry. This might be something on the 30-second, matter of fact. Watch this, watch this. We already took this. It's SMT on ES as well. So ES kind of has a strength right now. NQ's already been pretty weak on the day. Need to change settings. Oh, is that why? Yeah, let me change the settings. It's like probably the cost. Oh, instant. Oh. Oh, there we go. There we go. See, that's the fix I need. Now I just need to turn off the notification. Where is it? Orders? Orders? So if I try to do it now, I still do it. Let me change some settings real quick. I want to kind of have it on the 30-second too. Notification rejection only. Oh, that okay. I see what that means. So this is kind of like what I'm anticipating here. Let's even get higher. Come back down, then boom. Just need to close above here first. Then we can have it with the macro where it manipulated it already. Made the low. We just need to close above this. And then retap into it, and we can probably get an entry somewhere where the order block is. This is actually pretty fun. Like, maybe this is where like I'll be scalping multiple type of models, and then when I'm trying to trade a real A+ setup with a unicorn setup, I'll shift over and be like, this is something we're going to take for real. But yeah, it's just really, it's gonna depends on how the viewers is gonna take these type of, what they're gonna do with these type of demo trades. Because if I'm not taking them a real count, then in demo, it's most likely just for educational purposes, which you can follow along if you actually think it coincides with your narrative. I'm gonna take a bathroom real quick. Okay, back, baby. Oh. I don't think it goes down this low because we're already at a very high time frame discount. I think we might just actually tap this order block and just come back up. Let me make sure I'm on the one. Okay, yeah. Should I buy? Boom. Boom, boom. This is kind of fun. Like, This is what prevents me from over trading, I guess. But is this even good fills? Let's see. It's only a tick difference. Okay, that's not that bad then. Because I'm like, I usually never market. I just do limit orders. Someone said no, only live. Yeah, well, we could do both. Like, I'm waiting for 2 hours for a good setup. This is a decent setup, but is it too risky of something I'll take on funded yet? I need to see more, especially when we already had so many rejection off this bearish breaker here, and so much consolidation that this is the running down. Like, I don't want to force a long fade trend right now. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna look to trade today. Like, if the setup doesn't come, it doesn't look like it's that accessible right now. But I do want to see how far I can get this account, I guess. See what goes under this OB here. Can I split them? Anticipated and executed. Let's see it come back higher. You can also pop the orders window and float it. Oh, that's a good idea. I'll just keep it right now how it is. Maybe I'll mess around with it later. But yeah, this is pretty cool. I think it's good for practice. Sometimes like I'm like forward testing, right? And like I'm anticipating like let's say up here I was forward testing, like I'm like this is probably good short opportunities. I'm saying it and like we're at premium. If the bearish breaker forms and it's respecting, you keep on shorting it. And I think having something in there just so I can see like, okay, let's see what if I take this trade, rather than just like do it in my head. Like maybe doing it here on demo is pretty good for practice. Looks like we're gonna move up from here. This setup looks pretty obvious though. Like if this is a we see liquidity and this is a manipulation run, both on ES and NQ, we're likely gonna do a low time frame reversal and move back up. What I'm anticipating here. Copy trading on this would actually be pretty fun though, on if it does it well. I don't think it does though. Can you give tips on backtesting and forward testing? You would backtest your strategy just to see how it pairs well, and then you want to forward test it, which is like kind of like how I've been live streaming. I'm like anticipating how price would move, just like how I did here, right? I drew this when price just like was like sitting here. This is what I'm anticipating. Once it closes above, the breaker forms, and then I'm anticipating that we're not even gonna get a retracement to the low time frame swing low, stay high. We're not even get to the discount for long because we're already at a high time frame discount. If we do this from swing high to swing low, we still have more to go up here. So that's why I'm looking for it kind of like tap inside of here. And for those who were watching earlier, I did call out many times that this is a good short opportunity here. So this is the element of like forward testing that you want to do. You want to anticipate price action. You want to look to see how your strategy and how your tape reading could perform. And you could be wrong, but to keep on accurately calling where price would move and where it would reject, like you don't have to think like, oh, where this is not like where would it go. You're not predicting the bottom, you're not predicting the top, you're predicting like if it did this, it should do this. If it did this, form a breaker, it should come up here, and if the breaker is valid, it should reject right here and not close above. So even if we do like a swing high, swing low right here, we still do got a long way to go. So that's why I said we're not going to go to discount here. We're just gonna make a low time frame reversal and come back up. We're already at a from the swing high to swing low of the full picture. We're already coming back to premium again, which you could actually have argue that this was where it would come back up all the way back to taking out this 17030s, which I could definitely see happening. How do I split this, by the way? Modify orders, actually, maybe 2. You can set limit orders on the chart if you want to take partials. You can't split them. Oh, that's not fun. Yeah, but this is definitely where you would look to take TPs already. I would draw the projection. I wouldn't even use this projection. I'll use it's too big of a projection too. But yeah, this is pretty fun though. Like, how much were we up already? We're up like 20 points already. I would have got like 2-3 out and leave a runner to see if we can get 17030s already. What do you suggest of backtesting? What concepts? I'm not gonna tell you what model to trade. I backtest only my model, which is looking at breakers, looking at where price would go from there, and spotting like these reversals or continuation patterns based on these breakers forming. It's up to you, like what kind of setup you want to trade. You can't split that order. You have to set the limit, and then once the limit's tagged, it will adjust. Okay, that makes sense. But like, Yeah, back test after hours, but forward test during the market hours. No matter what day it is, like there's like a different aspect in back testing, forward testing. Forward testing is like the reels you get where you're receiving live candles. Sometimes back testing, like depending on the software you use, I guess, and how it works, it's not as accurate. Like you don't know where the wicks would land. It could be like more pacing candles rather than like how candles move right now. But yeah, if you look from swing high here, swing low here, we already hit the premium. That's where you'll be looking for trims. Because we're running, like I said, we're running from discount to premium to discount. How many sample size do you have on your forward testing? Do you log all your trades? I log only my forward testing trades, which is like trades that I alert essentially. But this went from being up like 1400 and me not knowing how to TP or split the orders. Because I would have split two at least and then put breaking the stop already. But now it's gonna, it might even run the stop. It's funny. Yeah, no. There's like a trade recap that I have on my Discord that it shows every single trade I take for the past months, and sometimes I attach a chart picture of it. Even yesterday, we just clipped it instead, so it could be used as educational. The moment it just comes down to this breaker. Went from up like 1300 to probably run the stop now. If you use the market buttons, you can manually take partials. That makes sense. I didn't think about that. I was thinking like, okay, let me put TP here, like kind of like demonstrating it. That's what I like to do. I don't like to like watch candle and just hover around the button. I like to just put my limit order, adjust my stop, or move my stop up to break even, like stuff like that. Just leave it happening, not just relying on me pressing the button. Back inside this bullish breaker here. I would, if I were to look at the premium here, I would go from all the way down here to up here. But maybe I've been thinking like I kind of want just a one fund account, or like it just put aside like it could be one or two. It's just like, let's say like 20% of my funded. Let's say I have 10 funded. I'll just have two to the side, where I just take like scalp, and look for multiple opportunities each day on it. And then my other funded, I just take that one setup each day. Because I've been anticipating a lot of setups that works out really well. Like this is good setup, this is good setup. I just don't feel that comfortable in taking that trade for some of these plays. And it would be better to take it on a set funded account that I personalize just for these type of kind of trades. That makes sense. But maybe this is the first practice into it. See how it works out. Which funded? Which funded does everyone has or have? maybe on the Apex one. I don't know. Apex trailing would be kind of annoying though. Sometimes holding to target's nice. That's maybe one Top Step account that I can personalize for taking multiple trades. That could be an idea. This is a pretty tight stop. That was like 9-point stop. Pretty tight based on what we have though, because it could come back down here and then reverse back up. So it's tight enough, but I think we have enough bullish narrative that it wouldn't want to do that. Especially the C wick here. We went to premium to discount to premium again. And the breaker forming is respecting. I like the sound of how this is moving. Alright, let me just try to take one like that. This is how someone was recommending for me to do. So let's say it's top step, apex, top step, Bunox, top step. So everyone was on top step. It's good. This is usually a trade where I just take like 2 minis on my funded accounts. And I'll just take one out here and then I'll put break even and then one somewhere at target, which it doesn't have to be a big target. I'm not going for like 50 points. Pretty good. First limit taken out. Any official play, so I don't think today we're gonna do official. We don't have enough time, and there's just too much chop. This could have been one, but I didn't like the risk of it because there was too much consolidation, and then once it broke, it was more like a low risk buy, but still could see it easily come back down. Look at how many times it retapped into the middle of the breaker. It's just that we respected well though. Which is in hindsight you wouldn't know that until it does. I've been forward testing my setup. I have 300 sample size over a few months. It's 0.8 RR with 68% win rate because I trade micros and commission makes me break even. I mean, yeah, I think mini's a good idea because commission does add up. Like, what sizing are you even doing? Like, how wide is your target? How wide is your stop? Because for me, like doing one mini with like a 10-point stop is only $200. That's not big. Like that's something like I could encourage for other trades. Like, okay, just take one mini. It's $200 max loss. You do 2 minis, $400 max loss. That's not that bad. It's funny that I had all my limits at one point at this target, which I was going for. I was going probably for a tap above this wick here inside this FEG. So it'll be very saddening to see that, like, if that was like the top of the run before it comes lower. Do you guys understand why I'm long the setup though? I think it's clear to me, but like for someone that doesn't know what I like to look at and how I trade, it might be more like, what is this? Why'd you even take that? Like, there's too much consolidation. We just broke the low. How would you even know? And the importance is just waiting for that bullish break to form, waiting to buy at premium versus discount if you're long and short. So if you're looking for longs, you want to buy at discount, which we did. And this wick here where I look at the 50% of it, it should be a little bit lower, but it doesn't matter. When they're off by a tick, I don't really get concerned. Topstep has a no limit time and value. There's no limit for funded, but evals, there's a monthly renewal. So like, yeah, basically held here, and swept this low, which is why this break is forming, or it'll just be a simple order block. But sweeping this low and failure to make lower gives it a setup where this could be the bullish breaker that holds the price up, and closing above this 50% wick was also the narrative that helped you stay on the right path. But yeah, this would have been, what is like 20 something points, or 25 points. Yes, I trade 2 to 3 micros. I'll move to minis. I'm risking around 10 points to make 8. And if runner goes, it's more, but 0.8 RR. That's interesting. Like, usually I see people kind of trim at 1 to 1. No, we're not in a trade right now. I was demoing trading at this setup though. What are your thoughts on SPX 500 on ES? Is this like a high time frame question? Is it gonna tank? It looks like it's trying to head more towards back to high of day or high of the week, and come take these weekly levels first. That's what it looks like to me. Unless it violates a order block here, like a high time frame one. I'm the hourly right now, so I think if we get under like 70, so that's like 40 more points. You really want to go for like all these liquidity down here. It could be all day down here, 4,700. Well, people are coming and going. Like the viewers are just going up and down, up and down. Like whoever, to those who stick around, that's where we're training for people. This is like my gift to the free people, where like we're teaching you the things you want to be. You're giving you discipline and restraint with anticipating price of how things move. Like I think I definitely wish if I was watching years ago to have someone like that, kind of like holding your hand through the markets and like telling you not to trade this, when to trade, when to not to trade. But some people don't value that as much. Some people just want the trade, which ironically that's what we've been giving all week. Just trade, trade, trade. But it's in a way where it loses people attention, because you're just trading one time in 2 hours. Yeah, but this bullish breaker here, running all the way up here, was already a winner there. This is where I was initially putting my TP on the previous trade. Similarly, if we do close under here, right, Under here, this breaker would violate, and then we'll form a bearish breaker here. Then we can see something like this. So it'll be more of an inverse plus a bearish breaker. That's if we get a close under this breaker. Keep in mind, that's why I drew it like that. But if we don't do that and we just stay respecting this breaker, we're going up here. Are you trading ICT? There's a lot of ICT models in here, yes. And there's a lot of educational things all over my Discord, but it's not that. We just have a checklist and criteria that we look at, and I guess I'll share this. I'll share this real quick. This is generally the model that I like to trade. I just took a screenshot of this so like people don't keep on asking. You want a liquidity drive. It could be internal or external. And then you want it to do a low time reversal, which should be a high time frame retracement, but a low time reversal here. And close above the preceding high, which would make that breaker. And look for to see if it's also a unicorn entry, which is a fair value gap, and then make sure it's an optimal trade entry. That's how I do my trade models. If it closed below here, this likely just retest back into here, and this will be the manipulation, and we're going to go for these lows and probably all the way down here. We didn't get a close below. That's not something yet. That might just be another inspection on this breaker. I need to see a close below for this to work. Keep that in mind. Typically, I only pay attention to most of the candle closes, not the wicks. This is respecting here. And then we're also respecting this bearish order block here. Great technical analysis. Heck yeah. I think I've been on the money for so long. Honestly, I think I've been on the money for the entire day. So if I were to take every single thing I did, it would have been crazy already. We're just kind of going back and forth now. It does feel like it wants to go lower. I think now at this point it goes for it can go both ways because we're still in this bullish breaker, but we're also forming the bearish break up here and rejecting off order block to order block. So like you see how both these order blocks are respecting well now. Sleepy, I don't think I'm gonna be live streaming the PM. I think we're just gonna let the Friday play out. We don't need to mess anyone in week, especially mine if I get killed right before Christmas. Okay, this is what I anticipate if I'm bullish, right? No, if I'm bearish, my bad. If I'm bearish, I just want to see this violate this order block that we already know that it looks like it's going to, but it's still within that breaker. So we need to close below here first, and then retap into this bearish breaker and take out the low. So I am leaning more towards bearish now, if we can get this close under. This is still respecting this order block here, so don't get that twisted. It's not forming that bear structure yet, so even a retrace up, that's not short. That I'll take at least. We could get a lower short here coming up. Let's get the close under here. We're not getting it. That just means that breaker, this bullish breaker is still holding. We're not getting a close under. This is not bearish yet. I need to close under, then we can look to take a short up there. This breaker still holding. Look like we actually get the close under ES now. Wow, this is so inside this. Whoa, what the heck is that noise? What the hell was that noise? That scared me. And it's really like we're about to violate this bullish breaker, which is good. Or not. To the 5 minute. Oh, we filled this 5 minute really nice. I think something like this is not bad. That is more tight risk than I thought. Okay, so like this, yeah. Pop inside this FEG here. Where the order block is, that's been respecting. Even though we look at this previous breaker now. It's near 12 too, but I can see this setup working out well. This is what I've been anticipating. A run down here, come back, retrace, and then we take the low out. This is a setup I would have taken, but I didn't get filled on it. It's kind of sad. Could come back up. Still near 12. This is. I'll just try it on a one funded. Who knows? It's near 12. You probably. I don't know if we're gonna come back up here. Let's look for retapping like 93, 94s and take that play. Especially if we get close under these wicks here. Then retap back up. I would actually wouldn't mind that. See where we close first. We'll have 2 more candle closes before 12 o'clock too. Top of the hour. Top of the lunch hour. Candle close under. 10 more seconds. 10 more seconds. Just 1 minute till 12, and 12 is not a good time to trade. Too much fuckery going around, which makes things pretty spicy here. Let me check Dixie and stuff. Going up higher. It's not bad short though. You have to get like a better entry. I don't think we come up higher. We already went past this wick here, so like any taps in this breaker is probably a trade idea or a trade entry already if you think this is it. You just want to see shorts above 92, 93s essentially. Try to smack this here. Oh, is this not market? Oh, this is buy market. So yeah. I'll demo this as I might get in that trade, but if it comes back here, this might be a good idea. I don't know. This 12 is already the nonsense price action time. Are you retired, Brian? I think the question is, are you full time, not retired? Should we get tap in here? Why am I off by a few ticks? So annoying. Looks like lower down. So far, the anticipation and what I'm predicting is spot on accurate, which I kind of like. Gotta respect it. Gotta respect the hustle. I just want to see how this play out because it's our lunch hour. Lunch hour is a bad time to trade. I just want to see if this would work. But if it worked, it would have worked already. It's too much chop right now, which I don't think it works anymore. But it'll be fun to just keep on smacking this cell though. Your stop should be probably up here. Yeah. Like ideally the entry would have been here and we'd have got filled on this tap here. But we just missed it by a few ticks. Do you want to get inside this FEG here? This is probably where you want to get the short in. I'll spam it. I wouldn't recommend trading though because it's lunch hour. I'm just kind of speculating the trade idea here. So like we could see like we're going from bullish breaker to bearish breaker, from discount to premium to discount again. But everything has been pretty spot on if you're just utilizing the breakers how you're seeing it on low time frame. You're just gonna be every drop is just a high time frame retracement, but it would deliver also a low time frame reversal, which is what the reversal got here, where the breaker formed, the C wick held, and once this closed above the previous swing high, there's being bought up. That's why we longed here previously. But I just want to see if this plays out. Like, since we're lunch hour, I don't trade lunch hour that much. That's why I kind of like rule against it. But the moment it closed above this up here at like 04, that's why I was end the stream. But this is the first time using the trading view demo, which is kind of pretty fun to mess around with. Like, it's new to me because I don't use TradingView to trade. I just use it chart. This is Apex. This is where you just spam, 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 spam. How many sides can you even get? Is it over 15 or is it unlimited? This is no wonder a lot of traders like to record their execution on TradingView and just do it on demo. It looks nice and like it's risk free. You're not putting any capital in it. Yeah, looks like we're about to end the stream here then. Let's see if we close above. It's 3,000 loss on this paper account. It's fun to trade though. If we got this filled, the moment it gets on this breaker, it would be 10 points. Could have done a break even already, but the way that's moving, it looks it wants more upside rather than downside. Click in the middle of the buy and sell to change the amount. Click in the middle of the buy and sell. Oh, okay, quantity, yeah. Yeah, we got the original fill here. We would have been saved by a few points. It looks like this kind of looks like just now like more like a box setup, whereas looking like that. And just re-tapping back into it. It ain't a loss yet. That's crazy. And taking this type of trade would have been only a 10-point loss, and then our target was this low here, so that would have been like 3 RR. And now we're already near like 2 RR, or 1.5. Here we go. Okay, let's get 30 minis in here. This is the new stop now. Boom. Let's do just even a tap on that breaker. We kill the trade. And then we boom. This would have been what, 14,000? That's crazy to see, but I could see it running. The 28 minis. Yeah, so like when we have good magnets like this is like the first draw already. It runs the equal low. So if we had the short at 98, right? It would have been 18, 17 points already. And that's where you just put break even stop on. And the moment it comes back up. It's kind of hard to tell, but like, yeah, bullish. Like, let me just label it too. Plus for bullish, negative for bearish. And I'm using this a down close candle. Once we took out this high, we bounced back inside this breaker and then closed below. And the moment we got this close here, we we can no longer respect this bullish breaker after so much consolidation, and now it's doing the reverse pattern, which is why I anticipate that we're going to run these lows first and then come back up and then go for this swing low and probably all the way down. Run over these lows, baby. Similar to what I described on ES, once we violate this breaker, we already have this next one, which we're keeping in mind, right? And then this is also a tap into premium. So yeah, if you got filled where we originally had it, where we said like if we took this as funded, this is probably where you're gonna get the entry at 98. You would have got 9 points of 9 point of loss. And the way that we do tight stops, like 10 point stop, and we're going for like these runs, it's pretty good. It'll be pretty difficult if we got stopped out, then you have to look for re-entry. And likely once it comes back down here and retaps in it, that was where I get the re-entry. I would have been out of my longs at 12 to 15 points. I mean, we did play the long here, remember? The bullish breaker? We played the long, I think it was like right here, 990. And our target was here. And then once we made these lows here, I switched my narrative and want to play the downside now. So what I've called out also is up here where we're going for this and then retap into this and then lower prices. It just took much longer, but every time you got the entry here, it would have been at premium and there was no stop on it. There was no like closeness where it would run your stops. So we called the if I'm anticipating price action, we called the rejection here. Shot a circle. We called the long bounce here, and then we also called the short rejection here. Go for a triple whammy. I guess it is so easy for people to post on their, like, let's say on Twitter or X, or even YouTube, where they show like absurd amount of mini, like 20 contracts, and they're not gonna post their winners or losers. It's gonna just be all winners. It'll be like 20 minis, go for 20 points. That's 10,000 logged. Yeah. No name is partly due to the holidays tomorrow, and I don't want to interfere with anyone week, essentially. I'll be damned if I made someone week bad based on my performance. But it's also good, like, education. Like, there's if you're looking to not trade and just learn, this is why you're learning. You're utilizing breaker to breaker. Some people value a lot of fair value gaps and see how that goes. Like, use inverse fair value gaps and see where the narrative there is. I'm teaching you guys how to play and anticipate price action based on breakers, and if it respects or violates. If it violates, we can watch it as an inverse, and then usually when it violates the previous breaker, it forms a new one. Why trade on demo? First time messing around with TradingView for one, and then two, just holiday Friday, which is holiday over the weekend. But no, if you were here just like 10 minutes ago, this was the first trade that I was saying I was gonna take my funded, but it didn't hit my fill yet. And then it hit 12 o'clock, which is like, damn, now we don't trade 12. And that's why I drew this out here and whatnot. And I put my stop for 10 points. So it was a trade setup. This might actually get the 14,000. That's crazy. Oh, Ariel actually took the trade at 98. That's good. This is also shown in the Discord. 98 entry. 10 points. Low though, but This should be your logo too. Short at premium, long at discount. Like, you should have that ingrained in your mind. This happened every time. Like, I'm going for like, since I'm first time using TradingView, I just want to put all the size on one target because I'm still messing around with how I want to break the limits and stuff like that. Same thing here. Like, I think I initially had it all for like 7 minis take profit here, but I only sold like 2 or something and try to break it apart. Yeah, they should have good partials, like, set up properly. But I don't know. Someone said that you can do that. But yeah, anticipating price action would have been a killer day. Like, if I were taking every trade up, every setup I mentioned, I don't think there was any losers. But it's like when I draw these blue lines, this is what I anticipate, but it has to do what I want to do first. So like bear setup, if we close under, we got the close under, right? Up here, we already had the bearish structure, the breaker. We said like we want to short at the premium. The premium's up here. The order block is rejection, and this is where the order block is. It's been rejecting all day, and we didn't get any close above this bearish breaker. You trade only on small time frames. I execute only on the one time frame for the most part. Sometimes I break the 30 second if it's bar coding, but most of my execution on the 1 minute, I'll use the 5 minute as my analysis. 5 minute we looked at earlier. We had this large gap here. We filled it, and then I'm looking for lower prices. But yeah, damn, this chart looks really messy right now because I'm drawing everything out and like kind of doing it in a way that like it's more like a teaching way. It kind of reminds me of like how Dave chart looks like. We're scribble after scribble after scribble. But yeah, the circles are where I called longs here, short here, and short here. But yeah, this is also probably partly due to luck on this not getting stopped out. Even though it's like the stop is so tight, I would probably look for a reentry even right here. But we could see that we took liquidity. It just everything checks out. The macro time at 12 is not a macro that I trade. That's why my stream ends at 12. But learn. Back test, forward test. This everything I'm doing is forward testing. So like this is why I also like the aspect of this being recorded, because I'm calling the price like, okay, if this does this, if then statement, if it does this, then I expect it would do this. And that's how you should kind of like operate when you trade. This is so absurd of the number of minis I have. Let me change it a little bit. Okay, let me reduce some. Oh wait, I just shorted more. What am I doing? See, I don't even know how to operate this well. There we go. Let's see the execution. What have we been doing executions? Yo, I can't even do it? Oh, there it is. This is so funny to see. This is where like I was calling for the short on my funded, but then it was 12 times. I was like, okay, we missed the fill already. And I was like, okay, this is, I'm going to just do it on a demo. I was like, when it came up, there's like, this is a sell. We put the stop here, and I moved the stop. I was like, sell, 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 sell. Oh. Being a degen type of button clicking. I think if it runs these lows, we're going for more, which is nice because we have the standard deviation projection based from this manipulation leg here, which is why this bearish breaker working. So could even go for all the way to -2.5, -4. -4 would take out this low, 830 lows, which is at based on data lows here. Yeah, there's just nothing that shows that we're bullish except this reversal pattern that now got violated and transitioned to a bearish breaker, and that's why we're rejecting here. And if we were to go bullish, we want to look for a reversal, a low time reversal. But yeah, we're in the 15 minute, looks like here. If we get under 66 and get closed under that, we'll be under this FEG, and this could be either if we do hold here, this could be just like a high time frame retracement on the 15 minute, right? Retrace here and then go for high prices, and then we look in the 1 minute to execute. And it will usually do oh, we're about to get it. We're about to get it. We would usually go for oh, how nice. Let's see the trading account now. 12,000 profits. Wait, why does it show like P&L? It's just 0. That's not fun. Doesn't look as cool. All right, I'll just end the stream here, guys. Because you're out of the trade. Like, I think I got the bottom tick, isn't it? That's crazy because we went a tick under this low here. And now, based on my fill, I'm going to push the markets up. Oh, wait, go to trade log. Let me see. I don't know how to go trade log. I'm just so new to trading on TradingView. Like, even though so many people do it, I always say like I trade on my broker. Just the easiest way. Maybe maybe it's in the settings, right? Usually everything's in settings. Execution label. To see the profits, go to orders. Orders. Where is orders? Why is it so confusing? Merry Christmas to Robert. Not many people tune in here today. But it was a day that we were able to call everything. Arrow on paper trading account. Must be here. Summary row. Export data. Dude, isn't that it? I don't see no orders. Reset the account. That's how I want to keep on doing every time we lose. Why is this so complicated? It should just say 12,000, but it doesn't. Drag the gray line up. Oh, like this. Oh. That doesn't really like. It doesn't show the P&L still, doesn't it? Merry Christmas. Yeah, I mean it doesn't really matter. Good enough, guys. Let's just end the stream here. Thanks for coming. We'll see you guys next week.